Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Do you ever feel like sometimes your phone or tablet is watching you? Now imagine that there was a monster inside your child's devices. That's what's at play in the new scary movie Come Play. It's now in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. You may remember Azhy Robertson as the kid caught in a custody battle in Marriage Story. In Come Play, he plays Oliver, a nonverbal autistic kid who uses a words app on his phone to communicate with his parents, played by Gillian and John Gallagher Jr. They are also in the throngs of separating, throwing another hardship Oliver's way. A book called Misunderstood Monsters appears on Oliver's phone, scaring him as he swipes the pages to see the disturbing illustrations inside. Its central character, a monster named Larry, starts speaking to and then appearing to Oliver, his parents, and his new friends. Come Play is written and directed by Jacob Chase and is the feature-length version of a short film he made in 2017 called Larry. Now, it's always exciting to see up-and-coming voices in the horror genre, but I couldn't help but think that this material probably worked better as a short film. Chase relies very heavily on easy jump scares with flickering lights, gadgets that turn on and off mysteriously, and then the eerie images that appear in the background on Oliver's phone. I couldn't help but remember that older generations got spooked by scary stories told around a campfire or by playing with a Ouija board. Chase essentially understands that we're in a new era, where that's all done on our devices, as that's how kids read books and watch videos these days. With Oliver being non-verbal, he relies on his phone to communicate, and I was somewhat turned off by the fact that we're almost punishing him by turning that device into an evil conduit for Larry. Larry is the misunderstood monster, so are we supposed to then see that as a metaphor for Ollie and other autistic kids? Now, there's potential for having a character on the spectrum and making a horror story around that. Chase has some really good moments where he explores the communication breakdowns between mother and son. I wanted more of these humane moments. But Chase relies too heavily on the need for thrills and chills. Larry comes into play too early on in the film when a slumber party goes horribly awry. The film then doesn't really have anywhere new to go after that, and really starts to drag despite its short runtime. Azhy Robertson gives a strong performance as Oliver. He bears a similar resemblance to the Danny Torrance character in The Shining. Both characters are tormented children trying to communicate what's happening to them. Come Play is a reminder that effective horror films are quite hard to pull off, especially for a beginner filmmaker. I'm giving Come Play 1.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I've got some of the movie reviews, as well as some actor interviews and my appearances on Twin Cities Live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip. What's your favorite scary movie? I'd love to hear from you as it's Halloween. And then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for other scary movie reviews. I recently did a look back at the Scream franchise, and of course my Halloween retrospective is up there. Thank you so much for watching my review of Come Play. This is Paul's trip to the movies.